Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be day 3 of working on the Gen 2 Redeye. I know you guys are seeing this in breakdown, so it's probably a couple weeks after I post this that you're going to watch this video, but the actual swap took us a day and a half to get done. We started on it Saturday, 10 in the morning, I would say, and it was done. Well, it wasn't completely done, but the car was stripped, the Gen 2 was completely stripped to the bone, and the Redeye was stripped by maybe 5 p.m. So like 7 hours later, we did really good. And the reason why I didn't do a lot of talking and I didn't sit there and explain it step by step is because it slows me down a lot. So if you're really interested in doing this swap yourself, or you want to learn about how to do it, just watch my first couple videos. When I did the Gen 2, the first Gen 2 Hellcat we did, and when we did the Redeye swap on my 300, I sat there and I explained every single step, like how to take the dash off, how to remove the suspension, the engine, and all that. I did kind of like leave captions in there, so if you're watching the video step by step, you're seeing what I'm doing, if that helped you out. But if you're looking for like an in-depth tutorial, just go ahead and watch the first couple videos. But anyways, getting back, so we got the car done in about 2 days. This is gonna be day 3. Today is Monday, and we are going to finish it up. I got to bleed the coolant, make sure the fans are kicking on, make sure the temperature is running fine. We already did the brakes, so the brakes are already bled, and that's good to go. I went and picked up this camera. It was like $100, so I needed it. This is off a 2018 Charger, and the reason for that is the Chargers, like the one I'm driving, the camera isn't mounted into the brake light like the old ones are. It's actually mounted into the tailgate or the trunk. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to take it out of the housing. I'm gonna pop this cover off, and then there's 2 screws that hold it in place. And I've done this before, so I know it works. And then I'm gonna measure the size of this lens, and I'm gonna drill a hole into the actual third brake light, the one that's on the trunk on the Gen 2. And then we'll use some silicone or something to keep the water from getting inside of it. And it should work. It just won't plug, which I have over here. It's a jumper cable. And the camera should start working again. Because right now, when you put it into reverse on the Gen 2, it's just a blue screen since there's no camera there. But we are ready to work. I also did get my other camera once again, so we could do some time lapse or whatever I need to do. We're gonna wire the headlights, the tail lights, get them out the way today, and then I'm just waiting on tires so I can mount the wheels. The wheels are already in. They came in last week, and I got the tire sensors. So we're really, there's not really much left. So let's go ahead and go inside, and I'll show you how it's looking. All right, so here she is. Look at how low it sits. Like it's almost rubbing against the fender. I can barely clear my finger in there. But these wheels are 45s. These tires are 45s. The tires I got 40s, so it should clear up a little bit better. And the back ones, they're tucked in because these wheels are small. But I don't think we're gonna have an issue with it rubbing. We gotta wait and see until the new wheels come in. These are the sensors with the blind spot modules and the harness for the rear bumper. On the 21s is different. I had to get a new harness because the other one was burnt. Well, I didn't have the other bumper to play with, so these are the modules, and it has 4 sensors. And this is the plug where it goes into the body harness. Let's go ahead and start it up. I'm gonna mess with this camera in a second. Those are the headlights. Let me move them up there right now before something catches on it. So everything's good here. We did also give it an oil change, so it has fresh oil and a filter. Only light on the dash is the airbag light because I still got to wire up the roof curtain from back there. But no lights on the dash. It has a tire light because the sensors aren't installed yet, and the blind spot because of the modules. But no DTCs as in check engine, ABS, or any of that. I did order new door modules to go with the new mirrors, and I'll show you guys a trick on that once they come in. This is something that no one will ever tell you. All right, let me show you guys the bumpers, because I also got the front and rear bumper from the dealer. They weren't that bad, honestly. I think the front bumper was $470 and the rear bumper was like $350. But the headlights were killer. The headlights were $1100. These two over here. And I did end up going with the factory style headlight, HID. These are the ones that come on the SRTs. These were about $1,100, so they were not cheap. This here is the bumper. I'm not sure which bumper this one is. Move this stuff out of the way. this is. Brackets. Weather strip. Oh shoot. Let's see if I can cut it open. Should be my bumper. I didn't even see it yet. It's my first time seeing it. No, this is a new body. This is a wide body one. I wonder where mine are at. I think these are mine. I opened the wrong box. Hey, these are my bumpers? Yeah, this is it. This is the front bumper. Yeah, that's the front bumper, and that's the rear bumper on there. Alright guys, so I got the car out of that spot. It was really tight over there. I'm leaving the car running right now because I want to bleed it from this bleeder valve over here. If you put a T, what is this? I think it's a 5 mil. And just really be careful when you're doing this because there's a lot of pressure coming out of here as the car gets warmer. And you'll see bubbles coming out, which is a good sign that we're taking the air pockets out of the cooling system. I think I got most of them off. I'm going to keep it hang tight for now. I'm still full on coolant. We'll watch the temperature gauge as it climbs. Right now it's at 186. I'll watch it until it gets to about 215, 210, and the gauge shouldn't go out over half. So once it gets close to half, the fan should kick on. If there's no air pockets, then it should operate like normal. After that's done, I'm gonna take everything back out of the car because we have to stash everything in here so nothing gets missing. We'll take everything back out. We'll take everything out of the trunk area. I'll wire up the tail lights. I'll wire up this brake light. Oh, this is actually a tail light too. This is the brake light over here. And I'll show you what happened to the camera. This is where the camera is gonna go. So this is probably gonna be towards the end, but I'm gonna drill a hole into this lens over here, and the camera will pop out of there, and it'll connect. Oh, I can't even see it because it's buried under there. But there's a harness that plugs into there as well as the lens. So let's get everything cleared up. Let's finish up bleeding the cooling system first, and then we'll move on to the next step. Here's the grill. This is the OEM one from the dealer. This is the bumper. While he's doing that, I'm gonna start wiring the headlights. I'm gonna do one side at a time, and I'll do the tail lights, but I gotta pull up the schematics to see the diagram and how the old one looks, and then we'll go from there. The headlights, I do got the pigtails, which are in the boxes. So, nope, that's a new one. Alright, so here's one side pigtail. I think this is driver, and this is passenger. The cool thing is that you still plug into the HID ones right over here. So the connector's the same. All I gotta do is figure out which wires go to what, and then these should work as factory. So let's go ahead and start on one side, and then I'll show you guys how that looks. We'll do a time lapse of that. Alright guys, had to take a quick break. I had to go to the UPS store, pick up the spoiler. I did order a new spoiler for it, the actual SRT style one. It looks a lot different than the one that's on it now. I'll show you guys how it looks when we get to the shop. I did start wiring one side of the headlight. I think I started on the passenger side. I made sure everything works. I got the fog lights to work off the second light, so when the second light is on, you can have the side markers on as well as the fog lights, and then when you turn the headlights on, everything will be on together. Looks pretty sweet. I'll show you how it looks once we get back. So this should already be painted gloss black, so it should be just in a quick install, and then we'll start wiring the other side, the driver's side headlight. I got to get the tail lights done as well. We're kind of running short on time, but hopefully by the end of the day we should have the bumpers on, the headlights on, and tail lights wired up. Interior is already done, and we're just going to be waiting on the wheels, and we should be all set to go. Awesome. Gloss black, right? Yeah. Hold up. I just want to see how it looks compared to the other one. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm gonna slip a little.
Oh, it goes down.
Yeah.
Let's see how that looks. Other one. Oh, hell yeah. Is it bigger too, or is it the same size?
Yeah, it goes more towards the quarter pack.
Yeah. That thing's huge.
Yeah.
Looks better though, it kind of folds until they quarter though.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Alright, bet. Hey, you already put on the door modules? Right. So here are the new door modules to go with the blind spot mirrors. These mirrors are off a 2018 Charger, and so I got the modules off a 2018. What is it?
We can test them. Make sure they work.
Did you already try it out?
Huh?
Did you already try it out?
It still says blind spot on the dash.
It still does?
Yeah. They don't turn on.
They don't turn on?
Like they're supposed to light up. They didn't light up when you started.
Oh shoot, that means it didn't work. Is the harness plugged in? It's still doing that? You got your scanner?
Yes. Put it in reverse mode. Does the sensors work? Sensors. Let me go.
It's flashing. Let me scan it.
Yeah, turn it on.
It's supposed to be working because I did it the same way on my my Elephant. But we're scanning a bit. Now I gotta wire the other side headlight. Take the keys out of the car. Wire this side headlight. And it'll look something like this. 2 plugs for the headlight. Oh, that's good how you did it. This is for the fog, and this is for the side marker. So 4 plugs in total. I'm gonna finish doing that side. I'll show you guys how that looks. We'll scan it, see what kind of codes we get. This is for the fog light plug over here. These are just generic plugs that fit into the fog H11s. We'll test the headlights out, and then I gotta move on to the taillights and see what's going on with the blind spot modules.
Fuck you, nigga. Gonna keep that in the